Following a weekend of nationwide protests against the killing of a Minnesota woman by an ICE agent, U.S. lawmakers and leaders are making the rounds on social media networks. Some are calling the incident an unnecessary use of force against an American citizen on American soil, while others are calling the deceased a domestic terrorist.
If you look at what the definition of domestic terrorism is, it completely fits the situation on the ground. This officer was hit by her vehicle, she weaponized it, and he defended his life and those colleagues around him and the public.
The U.S. Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, just hours after the shooting occurred, made that claim in a press conference. When questioned Sunday on how she could have made that assertion while the scene was still being investigated, Noem responded,
I had just been in Minneapolis and had been with those officers, had seen what they were facing on the streets every day, and had talked to their supervisors as soon as the incident happened and had gotten the facts and seen videos before I ever went to talk at that press conference.
But Noem's hasty characterization of the incident is leaving many on Capitol Hill skeptical of her handling of the situation. Republican Senator Tom Tillis, in a statement to The Hill, said, quote, "It's very unusual to have a senior law enforcement official draw a conclusion about an event where the scene is still being processed." Democrats taking it further, questioning the Trump administration's respect for due process.
That's not something that the Trump administration believes in. And indeed, they are throwing people out of the country. They're arresting U.S. citizens and people who are here legally without any due process. And in many cases, they're claiming that they're domestic terrorists, claiming that they're doing something wrong when there's zero evidence. This is why I have said that the president is not following the law, why Kristi Noem needs to resign or be impeached.
Minnesota's lead investigative agency, the Bureau of Criminal Apprehension, initially began investigating the shooting in conjunction with the FBI. It has since been kicked off the investigation, which is now being solely led by the Federal Bureau.
The Trump administration have already said what they think has happened here. It seems clearly that it would be a prejudiced investigation to me.
37-year-old Renee Good was shot to death by 10-year Immigration and Customs Enforcement Officer Jonathan Ross on Wednesday, January 7th. Her family says she had no ties to any organizations challenging ICE, was on scene that day to support her neighbors, and will be remembered as a loving wife and mother of 3. For City News, I'm Karling Donoghue.